All right, good morning. MalFramework tutorial number 9. This one will cover the CBA settings SQF. We're in the wrong mission. We'll go to this one. So we've covered the description ext in the last video. I've told you about the init. You won't have it. And we've already talked about the mission SQN. So in the CBA settings, this is this. If you look at the description ext, it says CBA settings has settings file equal 1. What that does is the mission file and ARMA will look for those CBA settings in the CBA settings SQF, and it'll automatically set the CBA settings to what you have in here. So as you can see in here, I have PBO checking on, like when you play an kMaN and you get kicked because you either are missing a PBO or a mod, or the server is missing it. John's mod ace grenade and hatch is tweaked. I've added all the Vietnam grenades. And what else have I changed in this? I think the only other thing I've changed in this is I come in here and I set which TFAR channel that it's going to use, which would be the TFAR auxiliary passwords 123. So if you look at TeamSpeak on kMaN, or for FK, you have your ARMA radio rooms, and you have TFAR main, which is where everyone loads into when we play a main mission. We have TFAR second, which is where everyone loads into when we're on FK2. We have TFAR auxiliary, which is pretty much used for FK4 and its custom missions like World War II or SCP or the Jerry's horror missions, or Unsung or Song. Then we have right now TFAR Antastasi, which is sometimes called TFAR Liberation. And that's for FK3. And then you have the default task force radio, just in case one of these are not defined. TFAR will automatically revert to this. All of the passwords are the same for these, and it's just the default password whenever you set up TFAR. I think most clans probably use that default password. So what does CBA settings look like in the game? Well, we could click on settings, go to add-on options, and here, this is a CBA pop-up error, script error. I don't know what it is. CBA is going to have to fix it. But anyway, right now the mission is highlighted because it's reading that CBA settings file in the mission folder. And if you click on server, if you were running it on a dedicated server, you would want to make sure that the server CBA settings either match the mission or they overwrite the mission if you're wanting the server settings to be the ones that are used, not just the mission settings. So this yellow X says, on server tab, this says that advanced ballistics is off, and it's overwritten by mission CBA settings with the same value. So if we click on mission, you can see that it's off and that this setting applies. So usually I come over here and I'll take the CBA settings file, I will copy it, I'll click on server, and this is if I'm on a dedicated server, not my client machine, and I will click import, and I'll come in here and paste all the settings and click OK. And that will set the server settings, if it's on dedicated, to exactly what you have in here. It's just another way of doing it. Or you could just leave it alone, and as long as on if you're playing your mission on FK4 after you've built it and your techs have approved it and put it on FK4, if the server settings are not configured to overwrite the mission settings, then whatever your mission settings, i.e. the CBAsettings.sqf, whatever they're set to will be in effect when you play the mission. If you change any of these CBA settings during the mission, they might not apply, and a lot of times you'll get a warning in the top right that says some of the settings might not apply. You would have to restart the mission for all of the settings to apply. All right, we've talked about that CBA settings SQF. Thank you, and watch the next video. Bye.